Hello everyone and welcome back to some more Descenders. This time I've made a random seed generator and I'm hoping to try it out today, see if it works any good or not. I've only tried 1 or 2 levels, so I don't know if it works well in the long run. It might very well just crash my game if I do a bad seed, but if I'm lucky, the bad seeds will be fairly uncommon. But it will include the kind of levels you don't normally see, like levels with boss jumps that are steeper than usual and things like that. So it'll be quite interesting, I think. So start up the multiplayer lobby, create new game, and I'll call it Random Seed Marathon. And password is uncap. UNCAP. That's what I said it would be, right? Check that. Password in. UNCAP. That's so anyone who joins, I know they're gonna know that this can crash their game. It will be rare to crash, I hope, but yeah. Anyone who joins should be able to join at any time, shouldn't matter how far through I am, because I think that's how this works, because it's got infinite lives and all that. Alright, so settings, seed list, set seed list, remove the default seeds, and I'll refresh these seeds that I've got, and I'll be doing the risky seeds, the ones that are more likely to crash. I've got 2 sets of seeds that I've got. One of them is safe, it's the kind of seeds that the game would give you anyway. The other kind goes beyond what the game would normally give you, so we might see some crazy things that we're not supposed to see. Alright, so those have refreshed. I just need to copy them like so. I do have Volcano unlocked, and I'll open a new tab and check where it ends. It ends in, these 50 seeds end in 5-24, so I can use that to make sure they've all gone in. Where's the game? There it is. Yep, 5-24, all 50 seeds are in. Backspace the last semicolon, and I need to press A to confirm, right? Set seed list, paste it, confirm. Remove, paste. Paste it, backspace 3 times. There we go, they're all in. I think maybe I missed one of the backspaces and there was a space at the end, but now we've got all 50 seeds in there. Let's wait a couple minutes, see if anyone wants to join. just sending a message through, checking if anyone wants to join. Alright, hopefully someone joins shortly. Can I dress up on special occasions like Halloween? I can do myself black and orange like that's Halloween colours. Or I can put a jack-o'-lantern head on. Just hoping someone joins, because this will be really interesting. No one's joined yet. I'm waiting for more people to join, because this will be fairly interesting. It'll be, because the way I'm doing it, it's just a bunch of 50 random seeds in a row, which a seed is what tells the game what level to make. And I made a tool that lets me put 50 in at once, and they're completely random. And they're crazier than what the game would normally give you, but it's not guaranteed to work. Alright, so it's a bit disappointing that no one's here yet. I do have a password on. Hey Immerse12. How's it going? I've made a random seed generator today, and I'm hoping someone will join me, because I want to test it out, but the seeds aren't guaranteed to work, because the boss jumps have very specific steepness and stuff like that to them, and this thing that I made gives me randomized stats. You'll join? Awesome, thank you. There's a password. Let me send the password. The password's in the Discord, in the Descenders Discord as well, if you're there. The password's uncap. I've got the password there just so I know that people who join are aware. If the game doesn't load, force quit the game. Because, yeah, I don't want people joining thinking this is the authentic Descenders experience when a lot of the seeds may not be supported. Close off Discord, that might make less of a delay. Discord takes a bit of resources. There's 50 seeds, so it's a bit of a marathon here that I'm trying to do. But completely random. It's like, let me see, these first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can see the first 6 there. Starts with 7. No, it starts with 121, does it? Or is that 727? I can't tell at this point. 121 406. Ah, yeah, there it is. So if I go unrestrained results visual, I've got a tab here, so it will tell me what these seeds mean. For example, the first one will be a desert, and it should have a storm, but it may not. I don't think there's too much modifiers in the Career Plus modes. then a jungle one, then a highlands boss jump, then a jungle one, desert firing, standard highlands, glacier with no path, but it'll have a path. That's career plus, doesn't have that modifier. So stuff like boss jumps are a lot more common. It will make it way interesting. Hey Immerse, great to have you here. Let me start. More people should be able to join if they want to, as we go. Cool. Let's see how this goes. If it crashes, remember, just leave. Maybe my thing's a bit wrong in where it says which area it's in, because I thought the first area was desert, but apparently it's highlands. I don't know. Might need some tweaking to be accurate on the visual representation that I see, but the randomness is all there. The randomness is there. No path nighttime, have fun. Welcome to Team Arboreal. Hey Ashton, great to have you here. Hi. Wonder what will be next. Well, we're in the volcano now. Welcome to the volcano. Randomness. I definitely love randomness. Nighttime volcano. Whoop. That's a rock. You beat me there. And I've already died once. Wow. Oh, I almost went backwards. I'm doing so badly. I think forest is maybe my worst zone, sadly. We both just crash into the one ramp. Does this jump actually lead into a tree? It does too. stunts. Straight stunts. Oh, is it boss jump? I didn't see that. This one's foggy. This is the way to go, right? Oh, it is the boss jump. Oh no, I'm back at the start because I missed everything. The sad life of an arboreal. We get no checkpoints. Pretty tricky. We're gonna have so many deaths at the end of this one level because this is a boss jump level at maximum steepness. You'll recall that boss jumps in the forest are limited to a steepness of 5, curvature of 4, and stunts of 4. This is less curvy, steeper, twice as steep as usual, and twice as many stunts as usual for a boss jump. Okay, I got the checkpoint. Got it. Please, please. No! Well, I changed the values in the seed that determine the steepness. But when you use the seed generator, it locks those values in place. All I did was look where the values are and re-roll. So that was an example of a kind of level you'd never ever see in the standard game without fidgeting around with the seed values. I think it's the 4th, 5th, and 6th number in the seed that determines steepness, curves, and stunts in that order. I don't know, I just went to the seed generator, messed with the values till I worked out what changes what, and then I basically hooked it up to a dice in a spreadsheet, made the spreadsheet spit me out a number in each spot, glue all the numbers together, and then give me 50 numbers in a row separated by a semicolon. Oh, this is a boss jump! Mad. I think it mainly freezes when it's not steep enough and it's a boss jump level, then it loads forever because it doesn't generate the slope that it needs to clear the jump, you know? That's where it doesn't work. $13 bales each. Also, the yellow crew member's randomized each time as well, because he does modifiers to the track too. So I figure, what's the point? Unless we randomize him as well, because we need maximum randomness. Oh, where's the track? There is none. I'm so used to where's the track being rare, it's nice having it more often for once. At least it's nice having it when there's no life modifier. The lack of checkpoints makes it really harsh in career mode. That was one of the most calm peaks that I've seen. I keep not being able to tell whether it's a boss jump or not. How do you know so soon? 'Cause I think it says this is it at the start, but I keep not seeing it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not looking closely enough. It's definitely fun with variety in between the levels. It's not like you know you're gonna start in the highlands and finish in the peaks. It's like a good amount of variety. I really enjoy this. Well, it's good practice for all the zones too. I reckon I'll be able to fall off a lot less after doing this for a while. That was a short track. I guess that's what happens when there's not very many curves. Mad stunts. This is crashing a lot less than I was thinking it might. Okay, if this one has zero steepness, if this is the bus jump, this may be where it freezes. No, we're lucky. Zero steepness bus jumps are the enemy. That's where it crashes. 0 and sometimes 1. I'm actually really happy that it's even made it this far without a crash. This is a I'll be using this tool all the time now. Crash into that stall there. Oh no, this is either fog or it's the other one. What's the other one? We haven't had a firing yet. Maybe I've botched it a bit. Maybe I've maybe I've put one of the wrong numbers in one of the slots and the firing slot's missing. Or maybe that's just how randomness works. Maybe it's just how randomness works. Sometimes it takes a while to roll a 6 on a dice, you know? You could do 100 rolls before you see a 6 if you're really unlucky. I think 50 should be enough to get a good idea of what kind of stuff this will give us though. Vroom. No! that was a good start. Now I'm crashing into everything. It's over. No! I got beaten by an enemy on the off-road track, and I'm arboreal. No! Easy track until it says it's a boss jump or something. Go through the fire hoop on 0 steepness. Nice. What trick was that? Is it coincidence that it keeps doing these modifiers, or am I just reading it wrong? We're back. This is a boss jump though, it's going to be a really curvy boss jump. I think curves also counts for how long the track is, because I think it's a set length, and curves stretches it out by going back and forth a lot. That's how I think this works. So boss jumps with maximum curves, I imagine, will be very lengthy boss jumps. Twice as long as usual. Whoops. May have messed it up. No, I didn't mess it up. We did. The first one was nighttime, wasn't it? Oh, it is a bus jump. Lengthy. Maximum curves. Okay. No! Triple backflip. No! Who put the rock there? Another thing that would be really weird to see is like boss jumps in Career Plus mode. They never have stunt modifiers on them. This they'll more than likely have stunt modifiers on any Career Plus boss jump we do. Whoa! All these jumps, I missed them. What was that? What kind of backward stunt did I just do? No. Okay, the finish line's over there. Let's go the arboreal way. Direct course. Whoops! Hi. I made it. Let's at least do a 6 stunt. Sick. Oh, I think the crew member modifier on the seed only counts the first time you put it in. That might be why we keep seeing the same crew member, or I don't know. Could be. Because each of the 50 seeds that I put in, they all had the crew member number at the end. Perhaps it's just applying from the first one. It was less curves, less obstacles, and more checkpoints. I'll have to check that if it's the same again on the next level. Nyom. 55 seconds. I've got no idea how far through the 50 tracks we are. Alright, it's all good, MS. It was great having you here while you've been here. That's how you break your back. Did you hit the same building? Whoa. Alright, see you, Merce. It was great to have you here. Oh, just in time for the volcano. This is a steep boss jump. I'm gonna be worried. I'll be hitting the boss jump at like 200. It is the boss jump, isn't it? No, it's not. No, it's doing so well. It's going down the volcano in record speed. With all these 180s and now I can't even land it. Okay. This is maximum steepness volcano. I think that one of the biggest dangers with the volcano is it's like desert, but it's more droppy. Everything's a drop, so you gotta be careful. Woo! When you're sideways like that, how do you straighten up? Like, it's weird. Since this is hardly crashing, it might even be worth removing the password the next time I do it. Oh no, foggy and no track. And it's in the forest. At least it's not steep. Good things do happen. It's not crashed yet. Must have just only crashed in the very extreme case that I tried where I put the seed in and changed the values manually rather than letting it roll it. I guess it's like the crash is probably like 1 in 100 or something, but it's still possible from what I've seen, just because these seeds aren't expected by the game. I mean, it can handle most of them, but a triple backflip, you say? Ooh. What about a triple front flip? Or a 1040, is it? I'm going too quickly for it. That was a better speed. Does less stunts also mean less caravans and other stuff in the environment? That'd be nice. This is uphill now. Oh, now we're downhill. Wait, what's this? There's not a boss jump here, is there? Please tell me there's not a... No! The foggy boss jump, I didn't even see it coming up. Oh no, this one's taking a little bit. There we go. This is a good way to get practice in for boss jumps too, because they are more common than they usually are. There's a 1 in 4 chance for a level to be a boss jump. Or actually a 1 in 2 chance if you count the... because it's got a 1 in 4 chance of being a boss jump and a 1 in 4 chance of having a fire hoop, which counts as a boss jump as well. So exactly half the levels are boss jumps. 1/4 are nothing special, and the other quarter are... the special thing with those is there's no track, if it's one that can not have a track. Well, and it's a fire hoop. Uh-oh. Don't need the firing. Well, maybe I do. Alright at these jumps. But I guess kind of it's not good practice either, because it's more steep or less steep than it usually would be. So it's a different kind of circumstance than you'd usually have with the bus jump. It's interesting though, because it gets you into the hang of the more extreme ends, what the bus jump could be, I guess. Another firing at night time now. If I can get through 50 levels without a crash, next time I'll do it without a password. Oops. Does it say what level I'm on? Anywhere? Heads up. If this is a no track, finally. What could heads up possibly be in this context? It really is a bit of a marathon, isn't it? I was hoping I could ramp back up. It really helps you bring together how the gameplay differs between each zone. When you go back and forth like this, and you kind of makes it easier to transfer your skills across between zones. I don't know, I really like it. And there we go, there's the crash. My guess is it's a boss jump and it's not steep. And it looks like it's particularly on Favela where it happens. You can see it goes to 8% and then it loops back around. I'll give it a little bit just to make sure that it doesn't kick past 8 at any point, but I don't think it does. I think the only way out of this is to force quit the game. That's what the issue is. But yeah, no matter how long I wait here, I think you'll just see it keep doing this same bit over and over. I don't know, I think it's worth having to force quit sometimes. Just for the extra fun of crazy boss jump style maps that aren't just 544 or 440. But yeah, it's definitely the steepness that does it. What if hold on, I'm gonna force quit this and I'm gonna try something because I want to see specifically what levels have this error, because I can hard code into it to do what's the word? I can hard code a certain amount of steepness if boss jump is selected. I might test that out another time though. For now I think our only option is to quit. melee curvy bus jump is a bad idea. See, no matter what it does, it's stuck. I wonder if it's just the favela though, or if there's others as well that do it. If it's just the favela, I can put a check in and say if it's a boss jump firing, a boss jump or a firing in the favela, lock the steepness to the minimum it needs to not loop, whether that's 2, 3, 4, or at least make it a random value 3 or 4 upwards. Yeah, that's definitely not going to load. I'm going to need to force close it. Right. And I don't want to send the crash dump because it only crashed because I closed it, and I closed it because it wasn't working because of a seed that the game wasn't supposed to take. I'm lucky it took as many as it did, actually. I'll re-roll the seeds and I'll try again. I don't know what country, I think it's just bike zone. What if? I know favela is the one that I have had all the crashes in. I'm going to try a couple seeds and see what the difference is. So if I go to the descend it /seeds.html or whatever it was. This is where you're supposed to create seeds from. There's a website for it. Hold on, this is given 2 of me because the game closed. Let me just select that. Hopefully that fixes it. Weird. Why is this not working? Can I go like this? Game properties. I need a... What's going on? There we go. Perfect. And my thing's frozen. Let me bring that back up. There we go. Okay, so to do this, I'm gonna do maximum curves and stunts and 2 steepness in favela. Which looks like this. The bus jump puts a 1 in the second number. So let me do it manually. That's not the seed I put in. No. Why is Control C not working lately? Control C. Click Control V. That's not what I just copied. That was the last seed. If I right click and copy, does that work? Copy. Paste it. So this is a boss jump track. 440 is the steepness here. So if I want it to be 2 steepness, I'll put it like this. So this is 2 steepness. If it loops to 8, 2 steepness is not enough. Alright, I'll close it again. And I'll reopen and try it with 3 steepness. Yeah, you don't need to do a crash report. This is just how I need to test it to make sure it's working to the best of its ability here. Because if I can work out the minimum steepness, so that was 2. What about 3? But at that point I might as well just do 4. Or is it the curves that do it? Let me try same seed but skip to 4 because... No, I'll do 3 because if 3 works, I'll make it 4 at a minimum. So if you get the... Oh no, if 3 works, I'll make the minimum 3. Whatever works to give us the thing. Ride. Free ride. Build it from the seed. Enter seed. There's the seed. I want it to be 3 steep this time. Is 3 steepness enough? Or does it need to be 4? Still doesn't like it, huh? Okay, let me close it again. Please stop trying to do crash reports. No. This is how testing needs to be done. So 4 is the minimum, but if I put 4 then it's basically default steepness. So if I do 4, 8, 8, so I maximize the curves and stunts from it, I think steepness is the key. So I can definitely do a steepness 4 and up. And I'll try 0 steepness in another zone as well and see if it makes a difference. So let me put the game back. Properties. There we go. Gold shirt. Sparkles. Okay, so if I do the seed as it should be, like that, it will work. Of course it will work. This is the kind of seed that the level expects. Yeah, it loops to 8 once, but after that it picks up. Will it do an extreme favela track? I'll go through the track so you can see what it's like. This is what the track's expected to be like. This is the standard steepness, standard curvature, and standard amount of stunts for when there's a boss jump here. I don't know, what country do you think this is? This is how it usually looks, and you can tell if it's less steep than this. I can imagine easily not being able to survive that jump. But that's how it goes. It's not, no need to do it again. I put it in, this is the same track, only maximum steepness, because I want to see if this throws it off. Because it may just be a problem with the favela. Instead of 440, I'll do 888, so it's maximum steepness, maximum curvature, and maximum stunts. This is what that gives me. Mexico. That actually generated really quickly. It's definitely that it needs to be a minimum of 4 on the steepness in favela. So that's what I learned here. So you'll see this track, for the bus jump track, it's now way more extreme. There's a jump before the bus jump. There wasn't jumps. There aren't meant to be jumps before the bus jump in this area. It's way steep. I'm sliding down the hill without even trying to. It's curving every which way. So a minimum of 4. I want to work out what the minimum value for it to not freezes in each zone. Because if I can fix that, then I can do this randomizer with the without fear of it freezing, you know. Okay, so that's that. Perfect. So now instead of that, it's definitely steepness, this number here that needs to be 4 to 8. Will it let me? Can I go way over the top? Like instead of 440, which is the default, what if I do 999? Like, is that above? It may not work because that's above the maximum value. Are you telling me that 9 is a valid option for steepness? This opens up a whole new realm of possibilities here. You're kidding. This is above maximum extremeness. What? But yeah, it would make sense for 9 to be a thing like this. Because if a seed can go up to 8, and then the team member can give it a +1, that would make it 9. So it's quite reasonable. It's definitely more hardcore. Look how crazy the track is. It's going everywhere. So that's what everything on 9 looks like. That's like a fire node, only worse. Okay. So let's put that back in. Let's go to zone 1, which is the highlands. This and do like 4 zeros. No, let's stay here and see if the curvature has any impact. So if I take all the curves out, there's no curves and no stunts and the minimum steepness for it to work. Let's see what it does. If it loops, we're in trouble. First loop, and it caught on. I think it loops when it tries to draw the track and it can't get to the finish line because maybe you don't have enough speed for the jump or something like that. But this should just be straight down, the jump at the end. Barely any turns. That's what this should give us. See, fairly straight. No extra jumps. The boss jump at the end. And you go over the top. Okay. So, turns and stunts has nothing to do with it. Those can be anything. That's what I learned here. Up to 9. One more thing to test. If I do 999, like so it's maximum, but then I put in the modifier for extra steepness and extra stunts, what is that going to do to my run? So if I go extra steepness and extra stunts, that's -6 for those two. So extra steepness and extra stunts, and we're on 9 already. So this is way above what the game is ever intending to put you at, yeah? This is level 10. This is a fire node, and then up 2. And then with the boss jump at the end. Wow, that's steep. The jumps are showing through the floor, but I expect buggy things like that to happen because they weren't designed to be on such a steep slope. Jeez, if I can end up doing 999 with modifiers like this, fire nodes will be nothing. Okay. We saw what that was like. Now I want to see. So all that matters is steepness, yeah? If I go to zone 1 and do no steepness on zone 1, and it's a boss jump, that one there means it's a boss jump. That means there's no storm or it's not nighttime or anything. These 3 is the steepness, and the last 5 is just, they can be anything. Like I can go 1, 1, 1, 1. It just changes 5 of them. It just changes what shows up. So you can have the same kind of zone. Alright, so this is a 0 steepness boss jump. It loaded. So this is what a 0 steepness boss jump looks like. You'll get to see it. Jeez, I'll need to make it go up to 9 now, just for a bit more extreme. Who'd have thunk it could have gone up to 9? So there's no steepness, less curves than usual. Like, the jump may actually be impossible, but it did load the level at least. So I know if it's in this zone, any seed will work. It looks like it's just Favela that's going to bug out so far. And there's a big rise here. This is where we get our speed, down the other end. Of course. Like so. Okay, so zone 1 is fine with 0 steepness. What about zone 2 with 0 steepness? And I'm leaving the stunts out just to make sure. Yeah, zone 2. I'm guessing zone 2 needs to be minimized to 4 as well. I need to write these down. So zone 2 and zone 8, by the looks of things, it's the zones that have a kind of pillar structure that you need to jump over. This one's got the tower, and the other zone's got the statue. So canyon should be okay, and peaks, I don't know about peaks. I need to cancel this. I need to leave the game real quickly. Close that. So make a note. No crash report. It's Pavella, Forest. Back into the game, please. And let me just fix up the game again. Descenders. So Pavella and Forest need a minimum value. Will Forest work if I do the value of 4? Because Forest is expected to have 5. How low can I go? Ride, free ride, build from seed, enter seed. So if I want zone 2 for Forest and 4 steepness. If 4 steepness is enough, if 4 works, I'll be happy. Then it's consistent. So first reset, second reset, and it's continued. Excellent. So 4, it stutters a bit, but then it continues. So 4 works. Let's see if there's enough of a slope to actually make it over the jump though. Let's see what it looks like. I've taken all the stunts out, and the curves are less than standard. And then I'll try a forest level like this with the boss jump, with everything at 9 and extra steepness and everything. Alright, so ideally there'll be enough speed to jump over, and there is, just not enough to clear it. So it may be difficult, that one on the fire node. So let's put the seed back in as it was. That lets me paste. Where'd my seed go? Come on. Did I lose my seed? I lost my seed. I need to copy it again. Copy. This is the seed I'm using now. It's the same one, just with 6 pretty much. And I want 2. And these ones 999, the most intense course ever. This forest is one of my worst zones, and now I've made it extra steep. I've put extra ramps in there. And it's already over capped. Grease now. Why do you say that? Oh no, this forest, this is just deadly, look at it. Imagine actually riding your bike down here. Oh no! Oh wow. Look how steep it is. Okay, I might just need to take a shortcut because this is just ridiculous here. Anything to stay on the track at this point. Even if it means going off the track for a bit. Greece with the coloured buildings. Now it's Canada. No! It's the tree. Come on. If I pause it, yeah, you can actually see the seed there. It's 999. A way steeper thing than you'd ever see in the wild. I think you get the idea. Oh, look at the end. It's just a drop on every side. Look at this. Tell me this isn't just crazy. If I can make it over. Yeah, look at that drop on either side. Cliff. That's how cliffs work. Continue, enter seed. This time I'll do zone 3, canyon. And I'll do 0 steepness and see if it crashes. Because it's a boss jump again. 4. It's going up. If it goes past 8, we win. Got to 10, then it hit back. Getting past 8's a good sign though. Maybe it will just take a few iterations. Got to 9. Come on. 10. 10. So I take it the canyon needs a minimum, so I'll try it at 4 as well and see if 4 is a consistent number we can stick with. Yeah, this isn't going to work. If it's taking this long, it's a lost cause. Might just be a safe bet. Every boss jump needs at least 4. Like, I know the first zone didn't. However, if every other zone needs it, I might as well restrict the first zone in that way as well, just so there's a bit of steepness to it. Let's give it one last chance. If it goes back to 0, yeah, close the game. And let's try the canyon again. I'll try everything on 4 steepness and see if that's enough. So relaunch the game. Lets me select the window, because for some reason it likes to select this window whenever the other thing happens. There you go. Perfect. So let's just assume every boss jump needs a steepness of 4. I know that's true for Korea Plus. I don't know for standard game. If I do free ride, build from seed, and I put 3 for the canyon and leave it at 4. Remove that bit. So I'm not looking for the craziest canyon you've ever seen. Finish without breaking. Should be easy enough. It looks like it's working. 4 is enough to get the boss jumps to load. So I need to put that into my programming. So if boss jump or fire hoop, set the steepness between 4 and 9. So the only thing that was making it crash is the steepness. That was it. I'm guessing it just didn't get down low enough to actually get to the boss jump, you know? So that's a kind of easy level boss jump you could get there. This is the extreme one. Extreme canyon boss jump. It's a lot crazier. If you can't tell it already from all these big drops I'm getting. Wow. You get the idea. Let's see if 4 is enough of steepness for the peaks. If 4's enough, 4's a safe bet of where I can set the value to. And let's do a crazy hard peaks run. This is fairly standard for peaks. No stunts or anything to watch out for. Oh, and there's just a tree. What am I doing? That's not where I meant to land. Not meant to go into the helicopter. Meant to go under. See if I can get it or not. Whoops. It's a really finicky jump, this one. Going too fast, that's the problem here. Even though the steepness isn't that much. Need to brake a bit more. That's better. Landed nicely onto the ramp, just landed nicely off the ramp. That's not nicely. You get the idea. Point is, it works. Here's the extreme seed. 999, extra steepness, and extra stunts. Wait, that's favela. What am I doing? I wanted to put it to peaks. Good thing that it's loading though. It means these kinds of things will work. We just need to minimize the cause. Alright, see you, Jackdaw. Are you going now? Nine, zone 4. Look at this. Only problem is we need 4. It's 4 steepness, that's the big problem. With 4 steepness, sky's the limit, nothing's crashing. Just, if it's a boss jump, give it a bit of steepness. We already know favela, so I'll do desert, jungle, and glacier, just to make sure that it's consistent among all of them. And with the crazy amount of speed you get with 9 steepness plus steepness, you can almost go over the helicopter. Oh no, I've got to get this. How do you go over? How do you go over the helicopter? Come on, I'm so close. Because there's got to be a way. How do you go over? There's got to be a way, because this is steeper than the game normally is. If there's ever a time to go at speed, it's here. Land on top of the helicopter. It's something to do with a wheelie. Just bunny hop over the helicopter, dodge the propellers, the blades. They chop you up though. Oh well, couldn't work it out. Okay, next seed, zone 5. Volcano. I know Volcano can work with zeros, because I saw this before when I was testing it the first time. This was one of the very few levels I tested. 0 steepness, 0 curves. I've got an extra steepness and stunts there, but ignore those. Either way, because this is way too easy when it's like this. You'll see what I mean in a second. It will loop a couple times and it will continue. It's way too easy like this. This is like the easiest volcano bus jump you'll ever see in your life. Actually, this isn't how I wanted it. I wanted it with 0, 0, 0, so, and not -6, because that's gonna... -6 gives it extra curves and bumps. I want this is easiest volcano. So easy that you'd never see a volcano this easy in the wild. You wouldn't come across it playing the game normally. I think when it hits 8% it loops, but it continues looping until it finds a way out of the loop, and the higher the steepness the faster it finds its way out. That's why you see it loop a few times here and then continue, even though it got to 25. Like, look, the volcano is right there. The lava's looks a bit weird because this isn't how the volcano is supposed to be generated. You see, the level's meant to be more steep, but because I've taken all the steepness off, it's kind of like the layer of lava is where the lava height is supposed to be, rather than where the cup of the volcano is, if that makes sense. You can see the lava's too high because I've made the level too short. And the problem there is the lava that's floating still counts to the kill zone. But apart from that, yeah, I think it's way not steep enough. Let's do the, because I know Volcano at 4 will work. That's what it defaults to, I think. Because Volcano at 0 works. Let's do Volcano at 999 with extra steepness and extra stunts. Oh, that's Favela. I forgot to change it from 8 to 5 in the first number. And if this works, I'll have tested all the important things. I'll know that if I can get through all these levels, I'll know that this tool won't crash your game anymore. I can take the warning off and I can do it publicly. I can do a public game then. So continue, enter seed, like that, 999, 5. So this is Volcano bus jump, but it's twice as steep as it usually is. I imagine this volcano will be stupidly tall. Like, maybe it will be to the point where you can't even climb up the side. I don't know. It might be too steep. We'll see. Oh wow. Yeah, this is... I don't know if 9 steepness is sane. Like, the track goes down here, then it comes back up. You got to be really creative with your pathing. I think you got to go stuff like up the side, like that. Boy. Don't die. There should be a checkpoint around here. Oh well, that volcano is stupidly steep. Look how high up it is. No way. There's not even a checkpoint. This is impossible. Like, you're lucky even to get to the volcano, let alone jump it. by the looks of it, 9, and plusing it a bit more with the extra things up there, gives you crazy steep and tricky tracks like this. I mean, look at this drop. This is where the path goes, and look at this drop. Because it's essentially 10 steepness and 10 stunts. And this level stunts is the amount of stuff that sticks up everywhere that you'll see me keep jumping off of. Oh. The volcano's over here. Maybe I can take a shortcut. It's probably easier than the track at this point. I mean, everything's dangerous in this zone with 999 or 10 9 10 as it would be. And that's volcano at maximum steepness. It's not gonna happen. No way. I mean, look at it. You'd be better off taking this as a ramp and just trying to fly across it from up here. You'd have to do something like this, keep your speed up somehow, crouch there, and no, it's impossible. Welcome to... Did that count though? Because if it counted, because it said hotter than hell, so that means it thinks I jumped over. If it thinks I've jumped over and it's highlighted the circle and it lets me drive around the volcano this time, that means I don't care if my spreadsheet gives out a seed like this, because technically the level's still completable, you know? So let's go around. Because 10 steepness is too steep to actually keep the speed while you go up the edge. Did it count? Where is the finish line? Is this it? Do you actually have to survive the jump? You might actually have to. I don't even see the zone to go to. Oh well, if someone's unlucky enough to get this seed in it, then so what? Someone might actually be crazy enough to beat it. It's the thing, you put out an impossible challenge and someone will beat it. I mean, yeah, you just need 130k like that and you'll beat it, I'm sure. Because the ramp up the side of the volcano is the side of the volcano there is tall enough where if you actually keep a bit of speed, I'm sure you could go over. But you lose that much speed because how tall it is. I don't know. I reckon if I can get close to the other end, it's possible, even if I can't clear it. Oh, and I'm going to do a checkpoint down there because I just want to test the jump part of this, you know. I want to see if it's possible. I don't want to have to do all this every time just to get back for another test. So I think here, like that. And I can go off like this, and if I die I can come straight back where I left off. So I can take risks like that kind of speed to see if it's possible. How to break the land speed record on a bicycle. reckon if I can keep that speed right there, that's all I need. It's all about bracing yourself for the landing at the perfect moment. Whoop. That's all it is. Brace yourself. Like that, like that, like that. No. It's very precise timing, but if I can get the timing, I reckon this jump may be possible if you can keep maybe, I don't know, if you can get any decent kind of amount of speed when you go over the edge. Hold on, I've got the seed here. Let me do end track, yes, and I'll come back to this exact track. So it's this, 999 and 5. Let me just copy that real quick. I want to see if I can do in-air correction. It's like a few things that will help me actually survive it. Just to see if someone was more skilled than me and could do this without these perks, is it possible? So that's the seed. We'll be right back where we left off. Ideally. Unless the same seed has a chance to do a different level, but that would be weird. That kind of ruins the point of seeds. Ah, it says this is it before you begin. That's where it says it. Okay, so the way down is over here. This is the easiest way. Just through the lava. It'll be fine. And then turn into it like so. The way I'm meant to go is somewhere like here. Checkpoint it and see if it works. See if I can do it or not. Definitely easier to survive with the perks. Still tricky. Almost. Just crash into the side of the volcano, yeah? Don't even go up it. Tricky, tricky, tricky. Almost. It's just on the volcano right at the end, isn't it? I go a bit slower. Even rolling I'm going crazy fast. Don't even need a pedal as much as I have been. 10, 9, 10 volcano boss jump. I don't even know. What's the trick? There's got to be a trick here. I'm determined to get this, but I might end up just stopping because this is a bit much. So weird, isn't it? What's the trick? I think the trick is just not doing a 10-9-10 stat bus jump. Especially on the volcano of all places. Because the volcano just juts right up. Because it changes the entire layout of the bus jump. I mean, I'll probably leave this code in there so people can try it themselves if they want to, but yeah. I think it's beyond my skill set. And it's very unlikely. The only way someone would get something like this is like 1 in 1,000 chance. So it won't affect most runs, this. I thought I had the other thing. Nyom. Please tell me that activated the thing. So I think rolling was a good plan there. The only problem was the loss in speed when I hit the vertical wall of the volcano. How you meant to survive going that fast directly into a rock? Come on, that's the kind of speed I need. I just need to not bounce at the end. Come on, that would have been perfect if the rock wasn't there. Perfect amount of speed. And he lands in the lava. Come on. Maybe if I tap the brakes once towards the end, get the speed, and tap the brakes once when I'm at the bottom. How are you? Oh, come on. Why is it always right at the base of the volcano where he fails? That was it! He hit from the ground into the volcano. Like, it's meant to curve up. Isn't it? What if I just try going down like a sane person like this? Quote unquote sane person. Come on. This is a bit ridiculous for sure. I'm starting to see why they limit the steepness and stuff. Okay, so I'm getting the hang of where it bounces. Just might need to put one break in, like maybe there or something. Yeah, I think that's what I need to do. I need to come here slowly. If I can put a checkpoint down here. There we go. That's a bit less stupid so quickly, but I'll still be stupid by the time I get there. Maybe that was a bad decision. I think I hit the base at like 110. If I still can't get it, I think this is a lost cause. I got the thing. Is that enough? Let's go around again. Just see if I missed the fire ring the last time. So should be in that direction over there. If it is here. This is where the path goes, and this is where it finishes. Doesn't count. An impossible jump. I'll have to copy this seed into the Discord and see if anyone else can manage to do it. Oh, let me do that real quick. Where's the seed? Nine steepness. Curve stance. Okay, what was the seed? 510. 999. You can do the seed yourself if you want to go at it. 36587 dash 06. I can't find a way to do this at all. No way at all. I can barely even get the speed up. It's too bad. Maybe someone can do it. Maybe there's someone out there. Someone who knows some kind of trick. But look how devious these drops are. Oh, that wasn't bad. Come on. Any trick to it? Like, there's got to be some way, I reckon, because I've seen people do some crazy big jumps. Even if it involves driving off the edge and getting your body launched over the volcano or something. Alright, let's end this. I know that 4 is enough in the later zones, but I want to see what the extreme ones look like in zone 6, 7, and 9. Alright. I've still got my bonus things on, I don't mind. I kind of just want to see what the tracks look like when you do a boss jump. And when the boss jump is an extreme one like this. Let's at least get the last bag. Yeah. Slide up the pyramid. Oh, this is really fun. Doing boss jumps that are harder than they're meant to be. Or at least harder up to the boss jump. With the exception of the volcano, of course. Okay, zone 7. And then I want to check out zone 9 with extreme boss jump. Look at that drop. 10 in the jungle is brutal. Look at this. Do you see this level? I'm gonna need to make a seed generator that just generates stuff at 10, 9, 10 now, aren't I? Can't even get past the standard jump. At least I got a checkpoint. Oh. Bad idea. Believe it or not, this is a bus track. There's a bus jump at the end of this. Remember that. It's dragging on this long with all these other jumps on the way. It's tricky. It's genuinely tricky. This is it. Okay, final one. Maximum danger and everything on Area 9. I hope it loads. I hope it didn't get stuck. 10, 9, 10. Is there an option to skip the track when you're in a multiplayer thing? I don't think there is. So if that track came up with the volcano, people would have to find a way over. The bus track should have at least 9 steepness for it to be 4 steepness for it to be stable in terms of loading. Alright. Is the bus jump here yet? Or is it still going? It's still going for a while yet. And here's the bus jump after a backflip type ramp. Okay. Not bad. It's just the volcano. Okay. Let me just do this. How do I do this? New thing, a new source. Window capture, I guess. No, display capture. Yeah. Yeah, sure, whatever. Whatever it's gonna let me do. So you should be able to see my why is that letting you see my desktop? Hold on. Display capture? No, that's not displaying anything, is it? Like if I go out, yeah, it's not letting you see what I see. Unless I remove this, maybe. If I delete that, yes, I have my display. That's not working. Add source. If anyone knows OBS better than I do. What's wrong with display capture? Add source. How is display capture not working? Hold on. Let me look this up. Okay. So that doesn't even tell me how. What's the thing say to do? Recording entire screen. Yeah, that's what I want. I want to show my entire screen. Display. Let me edit this at all? Like, where is it? Display capture, I want visible for one thing. I want it to be... I really don't know how to do this. Remove. I just want to share my entire window so you can see what I see. Add a new source. No. Window capture, maybe? That's not giving me much options. It's just giving me the option of my face tracking thing. Don't put that in. What's the trick? Not browser source, not... Display capture is all I can think of, but I can't get display capture working. OBS display capture is black. Unless it's... what's the trick? I don't... How am I meant to do this? How? OBS needs to run on the same GPU as my monitor. Compatibility mode. Yeah, whatever it takes, honestly. Display capture. Add source. Add a new source. Settings. It's really not giving me any options to track my whole monitor. Well, this is bad. How do I... Why can't I get display capture working? Oh man. Properties. There's no compatibility mode. I'm trying to let you see my entire monitor, but it's just not working. This is starting to really stress me out now. What source will let me give you my browser at the very least? Does it let me pick up the browser as a game, or no, it wouldn't do that, would it? Browser source would let me show you a website. That doesn't actually let me show you what I'm doing though. Window capture. Why not? But that's not what I wanted. Properties. Please let me choose something else. I think I found something. It's promising. I think this is it. I think I found it. Hold on. Properties. Chrome. Let's put that behind. Okay, does this show now? It doesn't show, no! Why? Browser properties. Let's try that, see if it's any different. If that does anything different, I don't think it does. This. Huh. Sure. Does that work? Come on. No. Come on. Come on. Why can't I just do a browser capture? It just gives me a black screen. Oh, there's a lot that goes into this, isn't there? Into something that shouldn't be that difficult. Properties of the... Is it even going to open up the properties now? Come on. Okay. Chrome. that. Multi-adapter compatibility, I guess. Why not? Automatic. Done. This is just black stream. This is bad. This is bad. Properties. Let me turn this back on. Open up the properties, please. I just want to let you see what I'm gonna do. That's all I'm trying to do. It's not. Okay, I don't need the game open for this. Let me close that quickly. Okay, what's the trick here? There's got to be some way I can just share my monitor. I'm sure everyone does it. And my profile thing's gone. Open the properties. This is painful. Come on. That was it. Give it here, give it here, give it here. That's the wrong one. However, if I can get this and capture cursor, capture method, whatever. Why is it so tricky? Can't they just let me show my screen? Come on. It's just getting worse and worse. Things are undoing the settings that I've set for other things, and why can't it just work? That, and there's this. This should be showing me in the corner again. Come on, why is it taking 10 clicks to open the properties? Come on, come on, come on. Am I meant to wait, or is it gonna turn itself back on, or properties? Come on, there we go. And this should be that. That's not what I selected, but I think I might see what's going on. It's a duplicate, no wonder. In which case I don't need this. Remove that. Yes. Add a new source. What one should I add this time? What can I do that just shows my monitor? I'm using a laptop, so it's like I'm thinking it might be using a different graphic thing for OBS than it is for my desktop, maybe. But surely there's some way to just cast my screen into the video, you know? Let's put me in the corner where I belong. There I go. Okay, there we go. Now, not media source, not color source, not text. Window capture should work. Video capture, that's if I want to show my face. Desktop audio scene. Don't know what that is. Audio input, game capture, not that. Display capture, I don't know why display capture isn't working. Let's do add source. Display capture should be monitor. Yep. Add source and display one, done. And it's not done anything, has it? Next thing to try. New source. Window capture? Because that says it's supposed to work with browsers. I don't even know at this point what am I meant to do? Internet. No, I want this to be browser. Add source. I want it to be this. Please. I want it to be behind me. And why is it not showing? Surely this should show now because I have it up front. Come on, it shouldn't take this long. What am I doing wrong? Browser, 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 browser. Undo that. I really can't work it out. Don't think there's a way I can actually share my screen. It might just be impossible for me to do. This is frustrating. It should just let me do it. Does anyone know how to fix this or go into the properties again? I've got it selected onto Chrome. Maybe I need to do Edge or something. I don't know. Maybe I need to go to the Edge side. Who knows at this point? If I try and stream from Edge, does it work? Does it even pick up Edge? You know I'm desperate when I'm checking for if Edge works. There's Edge. It doesn't show you the whole thing, it just shows you the top. What's going on? Huh? What? Something weird's going on. Maybe if I don't go automatic, maybe it's one of these. No, that's not doing any better. I don't know, I might need to give up on this. I don't think it's possible. Unfortunately, I wanted to show you how I'm going to change the spreadsheet, but to accommodate for boss jumps so it stops making uh, seeds that freeze everything, you know. But I guess I'll just have to do it off stream because I cannot, for the life of me, find a way to to share my monitor, you know. What have I done? Um, no, I don't want an output. I want to input my monitor. What's a source projector? Is that what I'm looking for? Weird. Let's go back to the browser. I actually got the bar to show, believe it or not. Um, yeah, I don't know. If I click over into it, it's still not gonna let you see, is it? No, it won't. Well, that's pretty unfortunate. Oh well. Uh, that's a big shame. I would have loved to show you what I would have done. But thanks for tuning in, everyone, and stay safe. I'll see you next time. Uh, sorry I couldn't get that working. Bye. It's just getting really late now, and I tried my hardest, but I think it's some sort of incompatibility, and I don't have the time, energy, or experience to work it out right now. I'd definitely like to get it worked out later because I really want to. I've got my cursor there. You can see it's capturing my monitor, but all it's picking up is the cursor. What is this? Ugh. Hold on. Let me just try something. I want to check. I want to check one last thing because it's possible it's hiding my desktop from me only so that I don't do a kind of infinite loop type thing. Let me just check my stream just to double check whether it works on your end at least. Because if it works for you and not for me, that's fine. But if it's not showing anything, then that's bad. Yeah, it's not showing for anyone, is it? Oh well. Yeah, I can just see the cursor on the stream. Just doesn't work. It's too bad. I'm really sorry I couldn't get it working. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you had some fun watching the earlier parts of it anyway. Bye.